Welcome back. Okay, I'm gonna be good.
Okay, you always good. What are you talking about? This is Lex, guys.
And Tawanda. I want a new name.
Why you want to do that?
Like Margaret. No. Felicity. That's Lex and I'm Felicity.
You so damn silly. We are tailored to you.
That's it. Yeah, we're tailored to you, babe.
Yeah, I know that, but you talk about what your new name is.
Oh, Tawanda. Her name.
We are giving you guys a story time today. And as you can tell by the title of the video, we want a car. So babe's gonna start and then I'll chime in wherever I need to chime in at.
Okay, it all started back when, just kidding. No, it's about 2 years ago and we were looking for a new car.
No, that's not what happened.
No, that's not what happened. I lied. We had been talking about getting a new car. Because I have a truck, a Jeep Liberty Sport. Lexus has we have a Jeep Liberty Sport and we have a Nissan. And we was like, okay, we can get a new car because everything's paid for.
Yep.
And so the truck needed some brakes, and I was like, okay, I went to Brakes for Less. Nothing was open.
Wait. Oh. We woke up that morning, y'all. We had 2 weddings that we needed to go to.
Oh my God.
We had one of our close friends that she no longer lives here. She moved back to her hometown. She was getting married, and I don't know what they are to you.
Well, my ex-in-laws okay, my ex-husband's sister's ex-husband was getting married, but that's a long story. We've all been close. I've married to my ex-husband for like 15 years, knew him for about 18 years, so that's how long we go back.
So we had those 2 weddings on that Saturday to attend. One was in the morning, I think 11 o'clock.
Yes.
That was their wedding. And then Monique's wedding was like 4 o'clock or whatever, something like that. And
there was so much going on, and we were not going to be able to go to
both weddings. And
I was like, oh my God, if we choose one, they're going to feel some kind of way. And I was just like, you know me, I can't use that word. I was like, just forget it. We're not gonna go to either. We'll just take them gifts afterwards, because we're all Facebook friends. And we could not be like, and both weddings were abrupt. Nothing was like planned out. And you know, so I was like,
we found out about these weddings the week of the wedding.
And that's because they found out about their weddings about the week of the wedding. They just decided to go ahead and get married. So we was like, you know what? We're not gonna go to either. Let's just take them the gifts we have. You know, you don't want to make people feel some kind of way. And so I was like, well, let's go look for cars.
No, we decided we were going to go to one.
Oh yeah, did we?
Yeah.
Alexis decided that we were gonna go to one. Not me, because I'm real quick to be like,
the way the weather was, one was outside. And the one in the morning was inside a place. So we said we were gonna go to that one. And it depends on how we felt after that one, or how long that lasts. We were gonna try to make it to the other one. Don't be pointing at me. So we got up that morning, and well, y'all, nothing was prepared because we didn't even know. We just knew we were gonna go to somebody's wedding, and we needed to pick out an outfit, and we were gonna go to the store to get our outfits. So we got up that morning to go to the mall to go find something to wear, and she started hearing this noise.
Right. And I'm no mechanic, but God bless the dead. My sister's father, who took care of me very early on, was a mechanic, so I knew something was wrong. And when I pushed on the brakes, I know the sound when you need new brakes, but I was like, it's not possible, because I just got brakes not long ago, but on my truck I have 20s. I got some deuces. I got rims on my truck, and so when you're carrying rims, your brakes go, you know, because I ride hard.
Man, look at them, that
oh, I ride hard. I don't even ride like I got rims on that truck. I ride like it's regular. And that's just another story. And I have a 5th wheel, so that's heavy. You carrying more. And I was like, oh my God, I think that's the brakes, right? Let's go to Brakes for Less, because they were open, and I felt that we could get in and get out and get to the wedding still. And so we went to Brakes for Lex. I mean, Brakes for Lex. brakes for less.
This is about 9. We got up about 8:15ish. So we left out about 9. So we got there. They're right up the street from us. So we got there about 9:10, 9:15.
And for the ones who saying, "Oh, you didn't hear that noise before?" No, I didn't, because I get our car's maintenance often. And so that was that. Sorry.
Go ahead.
So I said, well, let's run the brakes for less. Let's go get this. Let's go get these brakes done.
So we drove both of our cars because we knew we were gonna have to leave hers.
So we go to brakes for less. Pull up. They were like, "Oh yeah, we can fix it. Have it done in about an hour." We was like, right?
Well, they were supposed to look at it.
Look at it.
So we left it there.
And we went
to the mall.
To the mall.
And they called us while we was in the mall.
And they was like, just letting you know, we could do your brakes. We can have it done in an hour, but it's gonna cost you
about $800 and something.
Listen, I know, and I know you know, that it don't cost no $800 for no brakes.
So it's like they were finding something else too.
They was finding all this stuff, so I was like, put the brakes on. Don't even touch it. So I went back there. No,
we went back.
We went back there. And I was like, he was like, it's A, B, C, and D. I was on the phone. I even called my ex-husband. I even called him. He was like, T, they jipping you. It doesn't cost you $800 to get no brakes done. You know that. He was like, if you could get it here, which where he was living at, my dad. Sorry. I can have my my ex-father-in-law, whoever, they can look at the car. It doesn't cost that much. I called my dad. My dad was like, it doesn't cost $800. My brother Timmy was like, it don't cost $800. So I told him, man, I was like, who has time to go all the way? Either way was either an hour and 20 minutes or an hour and 45 minutes. We didn't have time for that, and I get real agitated about stuff like that.
Yeah, so I was agitated when they called her.
Yeah, I was like pissed. I'm just gonna be honest. And then I was really upset because I was like, this F boy trying to F me over because he think I'm a B. Basically, that's what I was saying.
Right.
And I was like really upset about that. So we went there and we left the car there. We left again. Right, and I was just like, let me think about it, let me settle down, because I got like 150 personalities. Yeah. So I was looking.
You do. You always ask me which one I want for the day.
So I was looking for my nice girl, my school girl, my nice girl to come out. And so we just went riding, and we was riding on the interstate where we live at. Yeah. And we seen this big sign. We saw the Ferris wheel. We saw the Ferris wheel. We was like, what kind of car dealership has a Ferris wheel? I want to go get, I love cotton candy. I love Ferris wheel. I was like, let's go get some cotton candy. And we can look. So we went there, JT's Kia. Right. Looking at
every year they have a March Madness. We did not know that it was March Madness. We just saw the carnival stuff.
And I want a carnival food, being greedy as hell. So we went there, and Alexis was looking around, and she seen the Kia Soul. She's like, I want this car. And I was like, okay. We gonna get this car.
No, we was looking at a Sorrento at first.
Oh, we was looking at a Sorrento.
We said we wanted a third row, so we was looking at a Sorrento at first.
No, I thought it was a Sportage first. It was remember the little white one?
So yeah,
it was a Sportage first, and I was like, Alexis, it's no need for us to buy a Sportage because it's trying to have more kids. We're gonna need a new car. We need something with a third, fourth, fifth row.
So then she put me on a minivan.
Then I sent her over. I sent her over to the minivan. I was like, "Look, babe, so cute. It don't look like a minivan. You're gonna be so cute in it." So we was looking at the minivan.
Then we went to the Sorrento.
Then we was looking at she saw the Kia Soul, and it was all cute. And she's like, yeah, I want this. I was like, okay, you can have, basically, let's see what we need to do. You can have this. So it was packed in there. I was agitated even more. It was so many people.
Yeah, she went through like, I don't know how many bags of popcorn waiting on these people to come talk to us.
Listen, it was so many people. It was over 100 people in there.
So they was like, to take off the load, it was like, go play some games or something like that. They had a wheel where you could spin to win a certain amount off of your car.
I won $1,000 off a car.
I won a $5 car.
To Walmart. So I was like, okay. So that was starting to lighten me up. And Alexis is my calm, because I am like, high strung sometimes. And so I was waiting, but I was tired of waiting. Shit, we was waiting for hours. When I tell you it was over 100 and something people there, but we didn't know why. We knew it was March Madness. Yeah. But we didn't know why all these damn people, everybody at the car dealership, same day, same time. What the hell is this? When I tell you it was packed and more people's coming in. So they was like, today we're giving out a car. So I was like, I ain't on that bullshit. Let me just be honest. I whatever. Because I thought it was fraud. Yeah. So the man was like, put your name in the big wheel thing. It was like a big bingo thing. It
was outside with the spinning of the wheel. So after you spin the wheel, you got whatever, and then you wrote your name on a piece of.
And I didn't even want to do it. Did I?
She didn't.
I was like, I'm not doing this. But like, they're like, come on, babe, come on, babe. I said, let me be a team player. So I put my name and threw it in the thing. And so that
didn't start. We got there. We left Bricks for Less. We got the call about 9:45-ish.
That shit didn't start about work.
So we got to JT's Kia. We got to them about 10:30-ish, kind of, sort of. The drawing wasn't until 1 o'clock.
So we were waiting just to see someone. Yeah. And I only waited that long because my wife wanted that car. I'm just being so honest with you. If she didn't want the car, I would have left. But because she wanted it and I wanted to get the car that day for us, I said, I'm going to wait. I'm going to be a good wife. I'm going to try to be a good wife. So we waiting. So a guy, his name was AJ? AJ came.
He is awesome. So if you guys go to JT's Kia,
go to AJ. So I was talking to AJ. He was like, I'm going to be right with you. And I was like, you done said that 10 times. And I didn't want anybody else. AJ made such a great impression. I didn't want anyone else, but not like they were available because everybody was busy. Everybody named grandma and great grandma was out there. So
and he was the only one that checked on us anyway.
Yeah, he kept checking.
Even though everybody was busy, you know, they kept checking on knowledge that we were there.
We were there. We met another gay couple. I struck up a conversation.
They got the same car.
We was just in conversation, and I was drinking up all their water, eating up all these popcorn. So finally, it's around 12:45. Yeah. And everybody start going outside. So I was like, look, babe, you go outside and I'm gonna stay on the inside so I could talk to a representative while everybody, and I didn't know why they was going outside. I didn't care why they was going outside. So I thought I was being on a sneak tip. Let them talk to somebody. Try to talk to someone. So I get back there. AJ was like, no.
You have to go too.
You have to go too. And I'm like, what? He was like, you have to go out there too. We're not seeing anybody till after the drawing. So then my blood pressure shot up. And Alexis was like, come. She's like, come on, babe. Come on, babe. Come on. So I was like, okay. So we outside. Old ladies talking to me on east side. People talking, and I don't want nobody touching me. I don't want nobody saying nothing to me. I'm like, hurry up. So they was talking about doing a drawing. I was pulling names and I wasn't paying attention. They was giving out wrestling tickets.
Yeah, that was the first drawing.
Well, see, I didn't. Yeah, that was the first drawing, but I didn't know that was the first drawing. Yeah. They pulled four names. I was like, damn, I couldn't even win wrestling tickets because I could have took the boys and we could all went to go wrestling. So I'm ready to leave.
So time out. So while they're doing the wrestling tickets, babe was like, she tried it again. She's like, babe, they done called names. She thinking this is for the car. They were only supposed to call one name, but they called 4 for the wrestling tickets.
But so, I didn't know that it was for the wrestling tickets. I thought it was for the car.
Yeah. So babe was like, okay, they didn't call our name, so everybody's still standing out here. Why is everybody still standing? So she's like, I'm gonna go and try again. So as she was walking, the lady made the announcement. She's like, okay, this drawing is for the car. Which at this time the car that they were giving away was a Kia Soul. So the lady was like, this drawing now is for the car, and if the winner is not present, then we're going to call somebody else. So she was trying to sneak off. She wasn't even listening to that. So I had to go grab her because I was like, babe, if they call your name, I can't go up there for you. They gonna give the car to somebody else.
But wait, intermission break. Before we won this car, Alexis and I was really battling some things about the Jesus. A lot of people were just on us about God couldn't love us, God didn't love us. And I was telling my wife, don't give up hope in God. Like, God loves us. You know, we was really going through some things. And so I get so emotional on this part because the day before I asked God, I said, Alexis is losing faith in who you are. And I always tell my wife and my kids, if I die today, tomorrow, if you trust God, then it's never goodbye. It's I see you later. And I was like, if Alexis lose hope, then if something happens to me and she doesn't believe, then I'll never see her again. And so she was just, I don't know what was going on. I think it was some stuff with her family, personal
in
stuff.
church, the whole situation with church.
Oh, some stuff happened with church. That's another vlog. And it was just so much. And I was like, God, I need you to do something to show her that it's you. I need you to do something. Sorry, you guys. I need you to do something so when it's over with, she can't deny that you're here and that you don't love us. And that was the day before. We had a rough day before too. And so I left it like that. Because through everything, I serve an awesome God. And so when Alexis was going through her thing, it was just, I don't know, it was a lot.
Yeah.
And so I prayed that prayer like the day before. So let's move. Fast forward, go back.
So I went and got her because she was almost halfway in the building.
I was trying to see somebody.
So when she made that announcement, y'all, I didn't know I can run that fast. I had to go get back. So we came back. They did the they were just talking through it while they were doing it, and I think they got.
And I was like this.
Aggravated. I think they got a little boy they got a smaller child to pull the name out.
I didn't even see that because I didn't even care.
So they got the child to pull. I can't remember if it was a boy or girl. I couldn't even see. I just know they had a smaller child.
Alexis came back and got me, but I made her let us stand all the way back. So when it was over, I could run in,
shoot to the dude,
to try to talk to a representative so we could buy this car, get this car, and leave. So they rolling the thing, and this lady is talking the big DM 101, whatever. They all out there, all this shit, and they rolling the thing, and I'm like, oh my God, please, I'm just gonna leave. We're gonna come back tomorrow, Alexis. She's like,
but she still was gonna do the same thing because it was every weekend in March, the March Madness.
We didn't know that.
So she was still gonna get upset anyway. But go ahead.
So they was rolling it. And Alexis was talking to me. I was already spaced out, dead, gone. So you go ahead.
So they called the child to pull out the name. And the first, go ahead.
Because the old lady next to me was like, do you have your name in there? And I was like, yes, ma'am. She was like, you never know. And I was like, oh my God, please stop talking to me. Then they pulled some random kid, and I was like, basically, that's probably the dealership's owner, somebody's grandson, that somebody in their family gonna win. Hurry the hell up. Yeah.
So they pull out her name, and they call Tawanda. They ain't say hold on. I'm giving them how we are in the morning. So they said Tawanda. So Tawanda look around like
where's she at?
It's a whole bunch of black people out here.
How many Tawandas could it be? About 300 people? Probably about 50 of us.
It felt like a whole 5 minutes went by before they said her last name. That's what it felt like in the moment.
And like it was like you could hear people, but I couldn't hear people. And I was still looking for the lady. I was like, where is the cat? Nah, basically, because she heard the fuck.
So they finally say her last name. Well, do we say her last name?
They said her last name.
Yeah. So I'm like, babe, that's you. And she's still looking at me like
I'm gonna be honest today, she was like, babe, that's you. And I was like, the old lady said, baby, that's you? And she was ushering me to the front. So it's like me skeptical. Somebody gonna jump out and shoot. It was so many people, and I was scared. I was afraid. I think I was shocked and afraid and scared because I was like, maybe something's gonna happen to me. Maybe they're gonna shoot. You know, my mind is all that right. And so let's just like, that's you, babe. And the lady was like, you come to the right. They was calling me. The people from the car dealership. The lady from the
AJ guy, he knew who we were, so he kept telling her to come on.
I was like this. Yeah, I was
he done checked on us so many times that day. He knew what our names were. So
then the old ladies was ushering me. Then one lady gonna say, "Do you know them?" Bitch, no. I'm scared to go up there. Won't you? You want to come with me? And so they was ushering me, and as soon as I went up there, like the crowd of people kind of hovered over me, and I got really bad anxiety from that. But I was looking for my wife, and I was like, I can't go without my wife. I gotta have my wife. So I was looking for my wife through the crowd, because as soon as I started going through the crowd, all of them started kind of hovering over me, asking me questions, like, and I had lost Alexis because
the old lady that was ushering her was keep holding me back, asking me questions. Who are you to her? Yeah,
basically. And I was holding her hand, and then we weren't holding hands anymore. And so then as they was ushering me to the front, I was like, I can't go without my wife. I can't go without my wife. And then I was looking for her, and Alexis so little in the crowd. Lord, she's like, so they finally got me to the front, and Alexis came to the side. And they was like, what's your name? Such, such, such. Look at another winner, this, that. And I was like, yeah, but I can't take no pictures without my wife. So they was like, let me get with you by myself first. And then the people from the Big DM and all these people, Alexis is gonna insert some pictures. You got those pictures?
Yeah, I got it.
And I was still in shock, so I was like, bitch, wake up, wake up. You know, I was telling myself, you gotta get it together. I was like, wait, if I really want this car, I don't want to take any more pictures. Let's go to the finance office and let me sign the paperwork. Basically, they was like, don't you want to see it? I already knew it was a Kia Soul. They was like, I was like, I want to go in there. If I really want this car, come on, babe. I don't want to be out here. Let me go and sign for the paperwork. And so I still was thrusting all this stuff, and they was like, you got to go into the money bank.
Yeah.
And I was like, the what? They was like, you won, you got to go into the money bank. But I was like, the money bank? Let me sign for this car because my wife wants this car. And it was a white one.
Yeah.
So
a white stick.
A white stick. So what I had to do was basically switch out. I paid a little bit more because I had to go from a manual to a manual to an automatic, because we do not drive stick. But it wasn't anything, you know, you have to pay taxes, but it wasn't that much because we already had a good bit of money for the car, so it wasn't nothing. So we in there in the finance office, I'm nervous, I'm waiting for the people to come out and be like, you was a prank. So I'm looking around and I was like, babe, she's like, babe, it's real. I was like, you sure? All the people still was there waiting for us to come out.
So AJ was like, you want this white one or you want this black one you was looking at? So he went and got the black one,
and I said,
and got it washed and vacuumed and all of that stuff.
I said, it don't matter to me, but my wife want the black one, so I'm gonna get her the black one because that's what she came in here for. And then,
well, I originally wanted a gray one, but I was like, no, we gonna go with the black.
And then I was like, and then all of it, as I was sitting in the office with all these people, because they was giving us because we still go to the dealership to get our oil change. We've got like 3-4 years worth of oil changes. We was looking over all the paper, and I needed time to read the paperwork, read the small fine things in writing, to go over it, to process it, to ask questions, and things like that. And I was just like, then as I was sitting there waiting in the office, everything just started replaying back for me, like what I had told God, what I had asked God, like all of it just started fast forwarding, like, oh my God, she gotta believe in God now. She have to believe in God. So all of that.
She didn't tell me about this prayer until after we were in the car driving away.
And so we getting ready for the money pit. I need to check on this bacon.
Hold on, guys.
So,
all right, we back.
Fast forward, got all the stuff signed for the car, because they had to give us paperwork. They had to get our information, because you know you have to report to the IRS it's when you all this other stuff. Doing all this paperwork, and they was like, you ready for the money pit? And I was like, money pit? They was like, you're gonna have to go in there and grab the money. And I was like,
my hand was shaking just like it was shaking just now. I
was like, oh my God, okay. And I was trying to strategize, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared. And I was like, it's like, you can't sit down in the money pit. You have a little portion of that, right? You can't sit down in it. You have to stand up. And when it stops, you only could keep what you
have in your hand.
Everybody
in your hand or your shirt, whatever, however you was grabbing.
Right. Everybody crowding around. People know we getting ready for the money pit. All these people, can you imagine? And I'm claustrophobic, and the money thing is not that big, so I was really nervous. Like I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to sit in here long enough. I'm gonna want out. And Alexa was like, you better get there, get them coins. And so I got in the money pit, and I wanted her to do it, but they said she could not do it. I had to do it. And so we get in the money pit, and it's fake Monopoly money, of course, but they turn it into real money. So it starts, and I'm like this, it's blowing. It hit me, the ear hit me first. Whoosh. I'm serious. Then it start flying, and I'm like grabbing it, like get it, babe, get running. I can hear her. All the people around cheering me on, and I'm trying to get the money. My eyes closed. I'm in this little compartment, and I'm like trying to put it in my titty. You know how you put your money in your titty, girl? Trying to put it in. Y'all gonna see, and I'm trying to grab it, and it's dollar bills, $20, $50, $100 bills, all this stuff. So they stop. So I come out, and I'm like this. I'm like trying to walk out, because if anything drops off in there when you're coming out, then you can't keep it. So I'm trying to move. I come out, and I'm like, whoosh, all the money started falling out. Think this lady, I don't know her. Think she went in my bra like twice. She was like, right here, let me get out my bra. You know, she's trying to help me take out everything. They laying out the money. And so I think I won like 800 and something. It was like 800 and something dollars. And they was like, well.
And they split it into two.
Yeah.
So we had to go back twice.
We had to go. They gave me half that day. They wrote a check, and then they said I had to go back to get the other half, which we got like a week later or something like that. They called me, it was like, your other check is ready. And I just knew that that was the Jesus. Like, so fast forward, we leaving the dealership. We in a new car. Lex is cruising. I was in the old car. Lex is in the new car. We took the Nissan home. Then we went and pulled up at
Brakes for Less.
Mother's Dog. They was like, what? Alexis had to show them a little bit of footage, and they couldn't believe it. So I brought my car on home. My brother Timmy was like, I'm gonna come get the car and do the brakes for you. So I was like, okay. And so brought my truck home. My truck is actually, nobody's paying for 3 car insurances. I'm not. We don't. If we were in our house, I could just. But being out here, and our oldest is not driving yet. Yeah. So my truck is at my parents' house. So once we move, I guess I'm gonna go back in
and get it.
Get it, because we have 2 cars, and we're getting another car. Yeah. We need a third row.
We need this third row.
We need a third row, so we're gonna get a new one. So that's the story. And I know we probably should have told this a while back, but
you know how people prey on your downfall. We didn't want to tell y'all right away.
Yeah, and you can't tell everything right away, and sometimes you people can be a little bit negative. But you know, I tell you, I say that to say that anything that God does for me, He can do for you. There's nothing that He won't do for you. But in the beginning, when we first won, like, people was really hating on us. People who did know, they was like, "Oh, y'all lying." They was pulling me up.
They had the proof online, and they were still saying that we were lying about
we were lying and everything. And I was like, who lies about that? You know,
my cousin now, still to this day, I can't believe y'all won this car. I believe son.
Yep, and I mean, it's online. I was in the paper. I was on the big DM. It's on Facebook, JT's Kia thing. And that was just a blessing. And then we saw AJ called us this March. It was like we were giving away a house. I can't believe you guys didn't come. And I was like, we didn't even think about it. Yeah, or like, we didn't go back last year either. Nope. We just figured maybe give somebody else a chance. Yeah. Not that we were gonna win again. We don't know that, but maybe we'll go out there this year. He was like, y'all probably would have won the house. And I was like, we just didn't even
think about it.
Didn't think about it really.
We happy with our business we got now,
so maybe next year, but we might go back because we need a third row. We're gonna have to get a third row. Yeah. Lexus wants a
Well, we ain't gonna go there.
No.
Because I want a Dodge.
She want a Dodge. She wants a Dodge Journey, all black with black wheels. She wanted it blacked out.
No, I want a Durango.
Durango.
Dodge Journey is what my grandma got.
Okay, you want a Durango with the third row seat, but she wants it to be black. Yeah. So I'm gonna get it for her. We need the third row. And so,
don't ask me why I want all these black cars, because my Nissan is blue.
And my truck is blue. So yeah, that's the story how we won a car. And why it took so long, I don't know.
But we wanted to share it now.
We wanted to share it now. Give it some time. I don't know, time for what, who knows. But I don't know, so many people just be so negative sometimes. And I don't know, we just decided, and we just decided off the win, because I didn't think I would ever put it up. Yeah, it was so much headache, and people being so, family people being so negative about it. Like, I was like, I mean, how can you be jealous off of something like that's so stupid? Yeah, like, just be happy, you know. And it just was so much. I was like, we didn't want people to feel like we were showing off. or, you know, but all the blessings and the glory goes to God, of course. Yep. So I was like, you know, it's been a while, almost 2 years. It's 2 years now. So we go ahead and put it out. And, you know, people should know by now we not glowing. It's 2 years old now. I mean, really, right?
Yep.
So that's it.
So that is how we want a car, guys. Anything else you guys want to see, make sure you leave it in the comments down below. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.